white out here. Can't see a thing. I think visibility's about 30 metres. Probably about 30 metres. Oh. I'm just heading to the summit of Cairngorm, and then I'm heading out towards the plateau on Ben McDoo, and I'm going to sleep out there tonight. It's about -6 here just now, -6-ish, -7 maybe, and that's been a little bit of shelter. Nothing in Sutherland, David. Sutherland's... you're too close to the sea there, aren't you? No hot water bottles here, Julius. How is everyone? See this little scarf I've got on? The ground's good, David. The snow's soft. It's that drifty snow. It's the really fine stuff. It's coming down, but it's just actually stopped. Yeah, I'm going to do, in the next few weeks when the snow really belts, I'm going to dig a snow hole and live in it for a couple of days. I've got a little thin merino hat on. It's actually a merino cycling cap, Madison. Got it for £6 in a sale. It's a dead thin layer and it keeps the head warm. See? £6. That's a mountain hardware scarf. It's a merino wool type scarf. And I got it for a £5 last year. And even if wool, especially merino, which is natural wool, you know, like really good quality, even if it's damp and it starts to freeze, it'll still keep your face warm. The reason I put layers over my face, not just to keep your nose and your cheeks from getting frostnip, but see just your hot air that comes out your lungs, it just keeps the extremities of your face warm, because it hits the woolen layer and it comes back again. It's brilliant, and it works. And this little cap works. It's just keeping my head warm, but not enough to make my head sweat. And then your hair gets damp, and then your head gets cold. Remember what I always say, guys, it's dampness that kills. It's not the cold that kills, it's dampness. The cold's actually quite easy to beat. You just need the right kit. But when you're damp and wet, you can't do a thing about it. So the key is to not let yourself get damp. So I've got a thin merino t-shirt on under this jacket. And Frankie, last night was a write-off, mate. I had something on. I should have put a wee post up, apologies. I'm all in orange, Paul, so the helicopter can see me when it comes to rescue me. It's not going to happen, is it? Never say never, they say. So I'm just going to get my pack back on. I'm going to have a little gel sachet and then I'm going to head to the summit. I think it'll be about -10 in the summit. I go along the lines of, on Ben Nevis, it's always 10 degrees less than it is at the YMCA hut down in the Glen. Even in the summer it's always 10 degrees. So I reckon up there it'll be about -10. And I think out in the plateau tonight it'll be about minus 12 or 13 quite easily. As soon as there's a little breeze, that's called the wind chill factor, and you've got to think about that. The temperature just plummets. So it's going to be really cold tonight. I've got a little thin 2-season bag inside a 3-season bag, and although I still expect to be cold, I expect to be alright. I've got a thermal mat, I've got a thermarest mat, and yeah, I'll be fine with that. So we'll see how it goes. I won't be in a tent, by the way, guys. I'm not in a tent tonight, Frank. I've got tents, I've got good tents, but I'm not in a tent tonight. I'm bagging it on the ground. Yeah, you get minus 20 up here most days in the winter, David, up in the plateau in Cairngorm. The plateau is like a billiard table. It's literally the coldest place in Europe. Brad, I'm with Vodafone. It's the only one that works in the Northwest Highlands and, in the Cairngorms. The other ones are crap. They're just crap. I've tried them all. They don't work. And I can't not have a signal out here. Unless I want to not have a signal and I turn it off. But Vodafone's the only one that works in Torridon, in Wester Ross, and out in Assynt. You can get a full signal with Vodafone. You won't get a signal with any of the other ones. They're literally rubbish. They don't have the coverage. So yeah, I'm in for a cold one tonight, but I don't mind the cold. I'm an Arctic fox anyway, so I'm used to it. And in the morning I'm going to jump in the river, and the river water, I'll stick a little thermostat in it. It'll be literally 1 degree or something, 2 degrees tops. It might not even be that. Mountain hares, I've not seen one. Watched one, was it last night or 2 nights ago? No, 2 days ago I seen a mountain hare. Yeah, they're beautiful, mate. And they've got their ermine coats and that, they're gorgeous at this time of year. The problem with them is they stand out, and when there isn't any snow they stand out like sore thumbs, so the golden eagles and the sea eagles and the harriers nail them. But they're beautiful animals. I've sat right next to them, I've had them right next to me. I was up in Glasmow last year, up in Glen Shee. It was the coldest day I've been out in a long time, and I think it was about minus 18. And I was walking up a little track and there was a little hare sitting right to my left. And it wouldn't move because it was so cold. And I thought to myself, what am I doing out here if the hares are not going to move? So, it was nice to see it. They're beautiful animals. They're absolutely stunning. But it just looked up at me. It was actually its eye that flicked, which drew my attention, even though I was in a whiteout. Its little eye flicked, it blinked at me, so I looked down and I seen it. And I thought to myself, well, if you're not moving, then, it's got to be cold. And the hare knew best, because when I walked another 10 metres, I came over a break, and this blast of cold air hit me, and I felt my brain freezing. And I knew that there wasn't much to achieve by being out in a day like that, so I aborted and I turned back, just because it was completely pointless. Yeah, an ermine's a white stoat, but it's also a white hare, mate. That's what the coat's called, ermine coat. Yeah, an ermine stoat's a stoat when it goes in its winter coat, and the only thing that stays black's the tip of its tail. So sometimes you'll see a little black flash in the snow and it's actually attached to a white body. I see stoats regularly. I see stoats every week. In fact, I know a place where you can literally guarantee to see stoats every half an hour. It's Cape Wrath. Cape Wrath's polluted with stoats because of all the ground nesting birds. The stoats love them. So there you go, eh? Well, I'm going to get on, guys, because when you slow down too much, you get bored. And I can't afford to get bored out here. So we'll talk later, and we'll see how it goes. Okie doke. I'm going to crack on and get up here, in case anybody stole my pitch. I don't expect to see anybody up here tonight. Most people have got common sense, I'm lacking on it. Right, good night guys, talk later.